Hello everyone, and welcome to a casted game. Here I'm bringing you just one of the most epic games I've ever seen as far as the struggle to be able to fight off the Mongol raid. Now we all know the tower rush is real when it comes to Mongols, and there's no doubt that we will get to see a tower rush in this fight. But this will not be just any fight, because Turin will be fighting against General Duhanna. And as we can see here quickly, looking at the map, we've got General Duhanna, who will call the Mongol player. He's immediately putting up his ovo, getting his people on the food. Turin, in the top left, doing the same, getting his wood chopping business running hard so he can quickly get over to the water and start fishing. Scouting immediately on the Mongol player to be able to find out exactly what's going on. Now what's epic about this is if we look at General Duhanna real quick, you can see he's got quite the name. Now, just a rough and loose translation. We gotta love it, because it says, "Hello stranger, please don't walk under my tower," which is just awesome. So, we can tell that he is a Mongol player at heart. So, Khan sneaking his way over to take a look at Turin, see what's going on. And the scout knows that the Khan is looking around. Let's go ahead and reveal the whole map real quick. Here we have our first villager running over to start prepping to do water. The same is happening hopefully over here in just a second, but first up we got the barracks. Because as we know, Mongols gotta be rushing. Like Rus rushing, but you know what I mean. Mongol trying to terrorize, but scouts on him. Quickly chasing him down, knowing that if he stops, it won't be quite a fair fight, because, man, the Mongol player will go down. He just cannot do any damage in the beginning. Looking at 2 damage on ranged here. The scout, if you can get him, do 4 fire lance. Oh, interesting. Plus 10 versus scout. Does almost count. Alright. Oh, look at that. Quickly gets some run rush. Calling out the maneuver arrow. Scout just doing a little dance, trying to distract the spears. Turin quickly building a tower, trying to get the defense up. To keep his dock alive. We'll see if that happens here. He knows he needs to fight for that water, but we'll have to see what happens. Oh, it's gonna be tough. He's microing, pulling his villager back. The 2 villagers finish. Oh, 3 villagers finish, and they get inside the tower. 2 scouts bring themselves back, also jumping in the tower, really solidifying. Not today. Oof, one of the spearmen go down. 2 more spearmen coming in to meet the 3rd. We'll have to see what happens here. This is rally point set as, okay, right there. Turin immediately throwing up nice little palisade walls, trying to get a little defense going here. He's got 1 fishing boat out. His 2 scouts just really getting in the middle of it. Really trying to hit that villager. He knows that they're going to try to get a couple towers up. And the struggle is real in the beginning here. Everyone always thinks, oh man, the fight's got to be when you jump and get some troops going and troop bash, but not anymore. The micro in the beginning is real. Just trying to keep everything situated. It's got 5 spearmen, 3 villagers putting up this outpost. Outpost does have the range to be able to hit this fishing. 2 villagers fishing right now. Didn't quite get that fence all the way up on the ends, but doesn't seem like it matters. Oh no, he's got 1 villager caught. He does not get the gate up in time. There they are sneaking in the gate. Be able to keep going here. Let's look at the economy here. Khan, 14 villagers, heavily hitting the wood. Just now got his dock up, and he's now putting out his first section in food. Is he getting his food? It's fishing, so there you go. It's got a little bit of that. It's at 0. Alright, let's take a look over here. He's got 5. All 5 of his. Oof. Trying to finish up that wall. Getting another outpost up. So the good thing here is the Mongols was really trying to put some pressure on the dock, which he's going to be able to do for sure. Turin trying to get a little bit of fishing over here, but Mongol player's going to have none of it, putting another tower up in the corner. Turin still heavily going on wood. He's getting himself his mill to try to get to these deer. He's got 3 villagers going for gold, hopefully trying to get an age up here soon if he can help it, but he knows he's just going to be attacked. We've got 2 more spearmen set to jump inside this. Looks like he pulled 2 out. Can't quite reach. Well, he's not targeting that villager. He's got 2 in there. Oh. Turin's gonna notice this. Man, look at that. Fishing boat's just going down. Even the Khan wants in on this. See if Turin moves his ships here in a second. He's gonna be able to. Does after losing 1. Oh, almost losing 2. What's he gonna do? Park him right there. Oh, he goes ahead and parks him inside. So he's not going to be able to fish. He's got this villager. Khan's letting him. It's just out of range. Look at that. Villager safe at least. Khan going ahead. Khan, the Mongol player, got his 3. 4th moving in. Building heavily. Just pumping out spearmen. Sending another villager out. Still has 6 people on food. Plenty. Just banking, still banking plenty of stone. Now, if you're not super familiar, what the Mongol player's done that makes the Mongol players such a powerful civilization for early rush is they're able to immediately build an uvu, which slowly collects the stone from that location. Then, when they've built the barracks in the zone right at the edge here, as you can see, it is able to then use that stone to double produce spearmen for 80 stone plus the double 60-20 on food, 60-20 and the stone. So you can see it's pretty powerful. He's able to pump out twice as many spearmen for the price of 1 just using that stone. And so the early rush is pretty strong. Here, Turin tried to be able to sneak in another fishing unit, but it didn't happen. 4 spearmen rushing him. Not able to get a tower or any sort of defense up. He is really fighting. But went ahead. Turin able to get feudal age up by building a council hall, immediately putting out some longbowmen. Hopefully that'll allow him to be able to put the pressure on the Mongol player. Mongol player able to go up. What's he putting out? We know he's putting out deer stones, but where are these lovely deer stones? Wow, right in front of me. That's excellent. Alright, so he's putting down the deer stones, which is unique to the Mongols. When set up, deer stones provide the YAM speed aura. And completion instantly grants the YAM network technology. Now this will be powerful for this map because it'll allow the Mongol player to move his units, not just cavalry and scouts. Look at that, the Khans in there. Just chilling. And of course, this YAM network will now be affected even by these, and it'll allow him to move his units in and out much faster to engage and disengage. Turin went ahead and cancelled. Either he pushed all his longbowmen out. Aha, there he is. Pushing that longbowman. Taking out some of that spearman. Finally getting that pressure back. Only did 4. These guys, which if we look, they do 6 longbow damage plus light melee 6. So they're doing 12 damage a pop. Which is really powerful. Look at that. Quickly gets the Khan inside that tower, otherwise he'd have been taken out by the 4 longbowmen. They're gonna run into 2 wolves working for the Mongol players. Getting a little bit of damage on them, not too much, but annoying, no doubt. Fishing boat's trying to get in. Oh, look at that. They've got 40 food in them each. He's gonna lose that one. These guys are barely gonna make it out. They're just chilling, not able to get that dock up. Oh, finally! And he must have just upgraded. Got the tower, yep. He was able to upgrade. with arrow slits, and then he was able to take out that villager. Look at all these boats on our Mongol player. All 4 towers just pestering that front line. Along with the Strelbora. Man, look how damaged they are, just chilling there. It's not producing any more longbowmen, but he is going to jump in and build a town center. A Mongol player is hammering that gold. You gotta see when he finally gets to section. The Khan just scouting around, hammering once again, our poor fishing ships. Alright, what else do we got going on here? Still the constant barrage. Oof. There it is. The light junk comes in, takes it out, puts them out of their misery, really. Just dancing with them, trying to keep them alive. This light junk archer ship. Alright, Turin immediately putting up walls in this section, trying to block the Khan. Khan seeing this, moving in a little bit. Longbowmen are like, okay, can we get you stuck inside here and take you out? He didn't speed build the walls to try to block him in. Not really too interested in catching that so much as keeping him out. Let's see if this light junk is able to get a little damage. He sees it, moves everyone back. Light junk just trying to pester this palisade wall since it hasn't been finished yet. Eventually, let's see if Turin decides to put a little bit of pressure on this boat. There he goes. Sending his 4 archers in. They're actually doing pretty decent damage. Enough to make him move the junk and get it out of there. Gonna go where he knows he can get more damage in without too much effort. Didn't quite hit that scout. That scout's dangerously close. Here we have another town center coming in for the Mongol player. Hitting the food and the berries. It's a nice little position there. Immediately get some food going. A little bit of corner here. He's got a palisade wall on the top left. And the Khan just, peppering because he can. Looks like Turin is taking the 3 villagers. Oh, there, he's going to move them over there with the other town center. No point keeping them on this side and getting that pick damage. Putting down 2 now. Barracks, we'll have to see. Throws out some more spearmen or what type of things are going on. That light junk has been able to get hit slowly but surely. Oh no. Sees the scout, goes for easy pickings. Losing that. Turin slowly, as an English player, now switching his food economy heavily to farms, which is not a bad idea, especially since he's clearly getting shut into his base. The nice thing about the English is they can really kind of turtle up and hold their own, especially once he gets to the final age. And in the Imperial Age, he'll be able to get unique to English the farm enclosures, which will get him gold every 3.5 seconds. So, thankfully he's got a couple heavy nodes back here. There it is, let's see here. Got the step readout. 13 villagers just hammering that gold. The step readout, powerful building, plus 50% gold gained as they drop it off at this landmark. What's even more impressive is the Mongols can move their buildings around. And this thing looks like it's pretty permanent, but no, it'll just pick right up and move on in wherever it needs to go. Khan already putting a tower just so that he can move units faster through the area. Khan just holding this left section, making sure nothing crazy is going to happen. Turin now picking 11 and 2 hardened spearmen. He was able to get the upgrade. Just trying to find a way to pressure. Look at that. He's got a ram. Trying to sneak that ram in there. To be able to get those towers down. Get that pressure off his front doorstep. Spearman happy to get out of there. One making that a solid 5. The other spearman probably going to jump into one of those towers. Interestingly, he's not moving him too close in because he doesn't want to get his longbowman hit, but he's going to have to do something because now these man-at-arms are now putting heavy fire damage on this ram. If he catches that, there he goes. He's going to move his longbowman in, start hammering those man-at-arms, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. He'll definitely take out the man-at-arms, but that villager, now 2 more man-at-arms coming in. The ram has served its purpose and at least gotten 2 of the towers down. And the longbowman putting some heavy pressure, taking out that villager, but having to hold back, not able to keep the pressure up on this Looking at the banked resources here, our Mongol players got heavy in the food. Lots of gold on Turin. Yes, he's just collecting, preparing. He's got to be able to get to the next stage here pretty soon. If we take a look at his buildings, he's still holding 2 barracks. He's got his double town center. There he goes. He's able to build his next age, and he's sending 9 over. Look, there it is, the White Tower. A nice defensible spot. We'll have to see what kind of pressure the Mongol players put against it. Nice man-at-arms switch will be kind of interesting, just to be able to get that kind of high DPS, not high DPS, but speed shields, really. 155 health, 12 sword melee damage. They got plus armor versus melee, plus 4 versus range, so they are really tanky, which they'll do decently at holding the line to his longbowman. Really, you can see him hammering down, trying to get this White Tower up as his defensive landmark. We'll have to see what technology he's able to research. Over here we see a couple Lancers just holding out in the corner, waiting to be able to see what he can do, cause some damage. Over here we have the White Stupa going up. This is our age 4. Let's see. The White Stupa is pretty amazing because just like the Uvu, it's able to give him a constant amount of stone coming in around, and all the buildings in this area are affected by it. So it's really powerful for the double unit production. It really enables him to not have to put out too many buildings early on. We've got a stable and just 1 barracks, but double production allows him to keep those units pouring in. Though it doesn't look like the Mongol player is producing too many units yet. Really spread out the wealth. And the water still has a decent amount of fish to be able to collect. Oh, look at this. We got an Awar Junk out, trying to get a little bit of damage. Looks like he's taken out a few of the longbowmen, but he can still get hurt pretty hard by those archers, so he's stepped back. We've got a gatehouse put in so that Turin can get out if he needs to. A demo ship. Not gonna make it though. Oh no. That would have been awesome. Be able to sneak that in on the War Junk. But keeping 5 people in this tower has proved beneficial because really they just keep hammering down all the different things. No spring emplacement or cannon placement just yet. He really needs that network of citadels. Get him that plus 25 to plus 50% attack speed bonus. That would be really powerful. But look at those arrows. Such a long range. Between that tower and this one, able to do it. Ooh, interesting. The tower finally takes out the front gate. Oh, the Trebuchet coming in and a Mangonel. So, Mongol player switching up his tactics, getting ready to do a little bit of siege. He's got to hammer down that White Tower. It's just a potent building in the front there. Oof, not much gold left. He's going to have to switch it up and start hammering that. There's gold in the back corner left here. Got a monastery up. With, he's got monastery going right to where... Oh man, let's see if he runs it right into... Ooh, Springald coming out, knowing that there's a few siege weapons. Be pretty decent if he can get that out. Oh, Trebuchet set up. And there it goes. Prepping to start hammering on that White Tower. We'll have to see what Turin does. He's moving a few units out. Here comes the... Oh no, a Baochuan. Oh man, look at that. Insta takes out that monk. It wouldn't have happened anyways. He just didn't know it. They're hiding in the bushes there. Oof. So now he's got a War Junk. Baochuan, man, look at that thing. Just cannon, cannon, cannon on the attack. Whatever it does a lot of damage. He's peppering that front palisade gate. He's going to have that down in a couple more shots. We'll have to see if the Mongol player pushes in right there. Defense down. He knows he's got to do something. Moving those villagers out so he can't hammer. Oh, he's going to bring them back as now he's concentrating on the White Tower. Man, that poor White Tower is just going to get hammered. between those two units. Here, Turin's rushing in to try to repair that tower, but it's just not going to work between those two. Oh, look at this. A bombard in the corner. The Mongol player clearly has the advantage in this case. We got a barracks moving. It's gonna move it to... Got 2 more stables either coming up or being moved. Oh, look at that. He's got a few of this. I want to say knights, but we're gonna call them heavy lancers fighting. Enemy destroyed Turin's landmark. Yeah, we knew that tower was going down, but now he's rushing and putting the Berkshire Palace up. That'll be a game changer because this one's a little further back and also just a whole lot more powerful. Look at these arrows flying as the damage goes in. I don't think that ship can hit this far, but look at the range on that palace. Amazing. As we see the Springald emplacement going up immediately, which would be nice. Hopefully he'll be able to get the cannon emplacement up. Not really moving these heavy units yet. Not moving the trebuchet up. He'd definitely be doing some pressure here. Finally moving that bombard up. We'll have to see what kind of damage he does. Obviously he wants to be careful because he's got a couple Springalds. Turin sees it. Is he going to get those Springalds up? Start hammering. Oh, he tries to move the bombard back. Turin's okay with that. He just wants him to stay back. Stay out of the way. Man-at-Arms here building their own set of Springalds. Probably trying to prop those ones. If they're able to get those Springalds down, they'll definitely be able to just kind of swing on in there. Oof, that Bachuan, that warship is not doing well. Still holding a few Lancers in the back area. We've got a Shaman doing the long walk. What's he gonna hit him to? Interesting. Definitely see a few relics that have been picked up by the Mongol player just because he's been able to hold Turin in. Turin did grab that one, I imagine. Let's see if he was able to. They try to find the monastery. There's the monastery. I don't see one in it yet. I know there was one here earlier. He just grabbed it. I don't see it just yet. That's okay. Units pouring in as the Mongol player prepares for an attack. Lancers holding steady. Not really much to attack or get into here. So he's just holding him. Turin trying to sneak in and get that white tower back up. Moving the Springalds forward. Oh, just peppering the Springalds, but he's going to move them back. And those villagers are going to get taken. Oh, bombard ready. And Mangonel's going to get ready to try to drop a little bit. Too far back. Well, let's see if the Mongol player overextends. Nope, he pulls him back. Still loses half his health just from that Springald emplacement. That worked. Oh, no. There it is. There's that cannon emplacement. That will be powerful as another Springald comes out. Now, we just love the Berkshire Palace. Look at that. He can build any unit that's available to him. University's up, but nothing is going yet. Hammering that gold. Look at all these villagers still trying to get that wood out because now clearly he's got to switch from heavy wood to gold. Yep, 1,000. And food holding pretty much everything at 1,000. He's got 85 in his economy, 46 in his military. We're looking at 90 in the economy for the Mongol player, 54 in his military. Pretty interesting here. Oh, we got the Mongol player finally getting enough Lancers, 7 of them, to rush in. Definitely going to try to get back here and hit those villagers in the fields. Let's see if Turin notices this. At what point he's going to send them in. Oh, look at that. He's busy trying to be able to get. Let's see what the damage is. Spearmen rushing from behind to try to stop this. Mongol player rushing through, trying to get away from these spearmen. Well, the spearmen are moving pretty fast. Keeping the pressure up. Mongol player just rushing through. He doesn't want to lose his Lancers. He's trying to go for easy pickings. Maybe scouting the base even to see all the things that are going on. Another follow-up attack with the Man-at-Arms, but Turin's on it, sending his archers and Springalds in. And he just moves the Lancers through. And it didn't really do anything with them. Lost 3 in the process. Man-at-Arms rushing in. Not really sure what to do. Hopefully taking down some numbers. But we can see he's got a mix of Got some grenadiers. He's got some gunpowder. Yeah, hand cannoneers mixed in there to do some damage on those men-at-arms. Excellent. DPS on those are just so high. Being able to do great. 35 hand cannon damage, yep. One damage versus melee. So they're just really powerful. I don't know how many he's got. He's got 5 so far. The hand cannoneers. Nice mix of units. Good on him being able to read the enemy. Oh, look at that. He's just not attacking, but sitting in his base. Got the Mangonel, Bombard, 3 Springolds, just waiting to go. That Trebuchet trying to hammer in on the Berkshire Palace. That Berkshire Palace is in range of that Trebuchet, so it's just not going to go well for the Trebuchet because the hand cannons are just too strong. He's got that warship and the attack ship. Oh, look at that. He was able to put a dock, so now he can heal and keep them in the front line. A couple villagers chilling. He was able to get 8 of his Lancers back. We know that we saw a monk earlier trying to grab sacred site, but he didn't hold it, which is interesting. More units rushing into the left side. Looks like the Mongol player is going to test the waters on the left side of Turin's base. Turin clumping up his units behind the Berkshire Palace. He has not just tried to get that landmark up yet. A couple rams being built by some spearmen at the front lines. A couple more rams being built on the back here on the left. He's gonna have to split his force. We'll just have to see if he does a little pincer attack. Lots of buildings going up. Turin preparing for heavy push. 90 in his economy now, 81 in his military. University was able to get a couple upgrades, at least the one. And let's see how much he's working on. The final upgrade for his longbowman makes sense. He's got the first on attack, 2 on melee, 1 on ranged. He's working on it. He's definitely got the gold for it. That still takes a decent amount of food, so he's got to be careful. He still's only coming in at, oh man, his food is, oh, that's the Mongol player, excuse me. Heavy on the food. No, he's killing it. What are we looking at here? Mongol player is only doing plus 500 on food? What's he doing? Doesn't look like he bothered putting sheep. He's just been probably hammering all the areas, but he didn't refresh his dock in this corner yet, so they're doing a pretty decent long run here. But he still has plenty of 19, but he's only got 600 on food. That's just not enough, especially clearly the Mongol player needs to be producing more units and being able to get out. He's prepping at the door, he's trying to get in. Look at that, he's able to build a couple outposts, trying to get the second outpost in. He sees the units coming in. There it is, the fire arrows. That was the university upgrade. And I couldn't remember what it was at the moment. Almost does more damage. Let's see, with the fire arrows, gets him up to 14. Lancers running in. Springolds just heavily damage going against. Hand cannoneers doing great damage against this mob. They're just rushing back, trying to get away from the spearmen. It's like he's trying to not distract them as they get the rams in. Not moving these up, they could be really hammering a little bit better in the back. That's okay. Turin's going to take it. Massive mix of units, all of those Lancers going down. I find this more and more common as the Mongol players, just thinking they have dominance on the map, not really microing their units as well as they could be. I mean, clearly he was running around trying to figure it out, but his Lancers were so heavy, he should have just got the damage while he could. Alright, villagers being sent to take out this ram. That Berkshire Palace did get dropped. There he goes. He's getting his warships as close to range as possible. Just out of range. As they keep nailing the one farm. Trying to go down. Looks like he's got cannon emplacements in these 2 towers. Man, they sound beastly. Just launching a few damage in here. What's the damage on that? Yeah, a decent amount. See what their damage is on this? Can I grab? No, I can't. It's interesting. Can't just get. Alright, so he's just chilling here. Building that Berkshire Palace back up. 5 villagers. Turin's finally tired of getting peppered from the left. Let's see what he does. He's going to probably go up and around. Yeah, just take those out. That way he doesn't get hit by So at first, it's like you almost can't touch these guys. The range, oof, significant. But if he can come around the left side here, he can be able to take him out. Sacred site taken by the Mongol player. Look, at some point he might build an outpost. A couple villagers. Oof, getting smoked immediately. There it is. All that damage. Tons of Springles. How many Springles does he have? Switch to right here. 8 Springles. There's peppering. Yep, they're gonna take that out. They are done with that. Oof, in range. No, but they were able to get it. Oh no. The spear cannoneers going around the long way. Oof, thankfully only got hit one time. He's got him spread out. Really knowing what he's facing. Mongol player looking to put more pressure. This time he's going to build 4 mangonels. Which is an excellent counter to Turin's people. All he's really got is heavy on the range, some spearmen, Springald mix. The ship's just making sure that I know Turin wants to push, but he also is going to be playing the long game here and trying to hold this. Have to see what he does. Even though he's held every single fight in that upgrade there, he's able to get his melee units to be able to attack more. Even getting that final upgrade, he's just got a lot of work to do to be able to try to keep this Mongol player. Or not just... I mean, look at that. 3/4 of the map. I mean, I guess you could say 1/3, 2/3 of the map. But I would say almost 3/4 of the map being held by the Mongol player. Oh, we've got a secret detachment. Hand cannoneer, elite longbowmen, some elite spearmen. They're going to come in and take this sacred site. There you go. We'll have to see if the Mongol player decides he's not going to have any of this. The shaman hiding in the corner. Go. 7 lancers now heavy. Going towards. See if he lets him have it. Halfway down. Oh. Mongol player not really interested in that sacred site. He also hasn't taken the sacred site in the middle here. I mean, easy grab. If he's not able to push him and get the sacred victory, he wants to take him out. Send all those units and show. Alright, here we go. Mix of units. Everyone's spreading out a little bit. He sees the... oh, immediately look at all his mangonels just instantly taken out by the Springals. There it is. Crazy. More mangoes that would have done a decent job, but this Springals, man, he's gotta take care of those Springals. That's one thing, even with the debuff that they did, they're still so strong against siege equipment that they still work great, but he's just not able to do anything against this warship. Oh, here we go. What's he gonna send him? He's finally got a bombard. Oof. Man, look at that backflip. Right off that horse. I don't think he's gonna use that bombard, though. As annoying as these ships are, they're holding a lot. Does it say how much they take? No, I'll have to remember. It's like almost 8 population per. It might be more than that even. So he's able to hold that sacred site. Mongol player just not interested in getting those sacred sites back, because he could hold that victory. Pressure. We're going to come out, overextend. Here, turn is sneaking out here, heavily hitting that stone while he can, which would be nice to get some more battle emplacements. We have to look to see here what Turin's resources are. If he can get 3,000, I wonder if he'll do a wonder victory. Wouldn't that be amazing? Be amazing. Oh, Turin's like, okay, you're not going to take this. I will. Throws a monk down. Oh, look at this. Gets a whole slew of villagers out here to build some stone walls. He's pop-capped. Let's see. Mongol player, not pop-capped. Got his food back up. I wonder what he's doing for food. There it is. At 9. The pasture's out. Lots of food. Oh, he's just killing it on the food here. Enemy capturing sacred site. Turin's able to get a keep up even. He wants to hold this sacred site. He knows that eventually the likelihood of the Mongol player, there he goes. Now he wants that sacred site. The likelihood of a sacred victory is high for the Mongol player, especially if he just can't punch inside the English base. And as we can see, the resilience of just being inside the base, clearly using the Springles to manage any heaviness. Got more heavy lancers up. Some archers. Only veteran, not elite yet. Got the wall up. Looks like they're gonna get a tower. Let's see if they get that up. At some point, the Mongol player's gotta stop him. He's moving a shaman in. Turin's taking this time of peace to heavily get some more gold outside his base. Finish up the stone outcropping. He's even got a little outcropping inside his base, so it's pretty interesting, able to get this one outside while he can. Mongol player just amassing his army. Two ships just holding this area. Interesting. Right, he's moving his units in. He's gonna probably gather them, getting ready for an attack. I wonder what Turin's view is on his players. So he doesn't quite see. He knows the Mongol player's coming up. See if he takes his villagers, he's gonna run them back. Turin getting ready to either push or defend on the left side here. The shaman just doing a little walk around the villagers just to kind of see what's going on. Is he gonna attack, take out that shaman? Nope, he doesn't see it. He's bringing his forces back in. Look at that, just shaman just taking it nice, walking through. It's amazing. Alright. Let's see what happens. Let's just do tower going up again. Trying to get that network set up. Oof. How many villagers does he got? 17 villagers. Trying to speed build. I assume. We're gonna try to come up there, but he was able to read the situation. Oh, is he gonna get that? No. Definitely taking a lot of damage from that warship. It's the range, right to the edge there. Cannot deny that the ships are pretty powerful in holding this area. Two more towers going up, third tower going up. See it, he's sending a small detachment. Villagers this way. We'll have to see what he goes for. Oh, yep, there we go. He's gonna hit that stone out there. It's only got 1,000 stone. Is he hammering this stone yet? No. It does say that he's got 13 villagers on stone. Well, they were on stone. They're chilling right now. I'll have to see if he moves in and grabs that stone right there. Heavy fight happening. Oh man, here it is. Looks like the Mongol player's all in. Sending all his lancers in. It's amazing. Oh, look at that. Turin is low. Trying to get his hand cannoneers back. The Mongol player definitely winning that skirmish, but he was able to get the Springles back, which was huge. As they pretend to come back out, see if they can see what's going on, snipe a little bit. Hand cannoneers just chilling in the back. Lots of units being produced from all the barracks in the back here. Look at this infrastructure. 12 barracks. Just pumping out spearmen. He knows if they're going to keep doing heavy lancers, that's all he's really got to do is just keep putting those spearmen out there. Springles in the back, another bombard coming out. You can see a little bit at the Mongol player, General Dohana, building his defense on the outside. Oh, look at that. Got some cannon emplacements going in. That's the one nice thing is he's got really an unlimited amount of stone at his disposal. Lots of villagers just hammering the wood on this end. We can look, he's really cleared out all the wood in his base. He's only got a few options. Got this one right here. A little scattering of wood here. That tower, the keep's gone. We totally missed that. Keep dropped. Oh my goodness, look at this. All these archers. Is that what I truly see? A siege tower being used correctly? Let alone used at all? They come in, hammering this stone wall tower as the one villager gets it up. Look at that! Drops them all down. Instantly takes out the villager. And for the next year and a half, they're going to be hammering down that tower. More heavy lancers. A few scattering of troops. Villagers here. Some more archers. Not really a lot of troops coming out. So many archer ranges, but nothing. No units coming out yet. Mongol player. Oh, well, Torn's going to take advantage of it. He doesn't know there's not much to defend him. He's got a full army coming right on back. A little bit of bottleneck. He's got to get those out. He's got a few mangoes of his own. Look at that. Mongol player switching to archers. I don't think he knows or sees the fact that this mango, if he just turns his mangoes and gets them, there he goes, just hit it. There it is. Oh, so much damage. Spreads them out, trying to keep it. Too much damage. Definitely a decent amount. Torn knows he's got him on the back. He's waiting for more forces to show, I imagine. There's some lancers finally coming in to make it look like there's a little bit. Oh, and he's going to pull them all in. Quick! Get in the tiny gate! As they rush in. He's going to lose a couple of springolds because they can't get through the gate in time. It's amazing. These wood palisades have held for so long. That's just wild. And a simple wood palisade's been able to do that much to help Turin hold the line, keeping his units alive. Rushing in a few units here. That's crazy. Look at Turin here. How many he's got? 73 in military at the moment. Definitely lost quite a few units. The spearmen getting decimated. Forgot to, yep, we called it a year and a half. That thing's just not down yet. Holy smokes. Turin manages to keep up. A whole bunch of villagers going. What a craziness. Man alive. Oh, I know. We didn't have the vision up from the Mongol player. He's had this keep this whole time. And they're busy over here just trying to take out this. Wild. Wild, wild. Two bombards just doing what they were meant to do. Instantly taking out that stone tower. Here they go. Now they're going to start peppering through that wall. One blue villager just chilling, waiting to just, I don't know, bum rush in here. Start going crazy. He's ready. Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready. Let me in. Alright, in the meantime, forces moving out once again. On the left side. Just amazing. This ended up being a fight section here, but that Berkshire Palace, not to mention the White Tower being up, heavy defense on the front lines. The Mongol player knows he's got to try to hit from the left. We've got two bombards going in, just hammering down these lancers, let alone the archers. 3 mangonels, 5 springles. Here's some more lancers coming in. Oh man, it's got 12 man-at-arms. Look at that. Hold him back. He knows he can't hold the line. Torn's playing it safe. He knows. If he just holds tight, he can do it. Oh my goodness. Cathedral of St. Thomas. The Wonder. Turin is putting up the Wonder. I was wondering why all his resources were so low, considering he had a ton of stone. Well, there it is. 3,000 stone just went into the Wonder. What is the Mongol player going to do about this? He's been trying to break in this whole time, and now the Wonder's going up. Turin's like, man, if I can't push myself out, the least I'm going to do is win it this way. Not willing to overextend. We'll have to see if he sends a whole army over it. No, he doesn't want to do it. Do you have any vision to show that he shouldn't? Maybe he saw that and he's just going to try to get those towers out. He wants to keep that backline defense up. He doesn't have that much, but he does have a decent siege equipment. Oh, okay, here we go. Sending down those units, getting rid of those towers. Man alive, he's going to be losing a lot of units. Based off that warship, but these guys are heavy in the back. Let's see if he does a quick pop. Is he going to do it? Nope, he just gets hit heavy. Oh, almost loses. Oh, There's all the... Woo! All the Lancers coming in. Trying to get rid of those units. It's just not going to work. But don't worry. Those archers are still trying to take out that defense tower. Amazing. The bombards did break through. And then they just saw the tower and they gave up. Here we have some cleanup units. We'll have to see if he catches this. Now that he's moved his main force back. Oh no, the monk instantly going down. You will be remembered. Man-at-Arms not doing anything. What's he building? Tons of man-at-arms. Let's spin around real quick. Oh, didn't need to. Tower took it out. More troops being built. Heavy Lancers coming in. Don't worry, they're gonna get it. It's only got 200 health left. Any minute now. Tower's coming down. Oh, here we go. They've come back. Villagers are ready to prepare to do any sort of defense. His favorite outpost coming out. Man-at-Arms getting ready to rush. See if they can pull it off. Don't see why not. Mongol player's not paying attention. Now he is trying to out-heal damage. Can he do it? Oh, it does not look like it. Look at all those villagers. So he's going to attack the villagers. Mongol player sending his Lancer army probably to come in and finish the job here. He's just not able to produce enough just yet. He wants to get that Springald emplacement up. The health on this is just too low. And there's no villagers left. I told you to come down. There it is. Looks like they're stuck up there though. And all the heavy lancers coming in. Pathing issues. Just trying to force them in. Take out this keep. Looks like they're gonna get it. Pretty decent unit count here. Lots of archers. If they just walked a little bit forward. Look at that. He doesn't see all of those people on wood. Crazy. Oh, look at that. Torin moves his army in. Says, thanks for nothing. I'm coming in. I will keep this sacred site. Mongol player. And, you know, he sees it. He's got the one up there. He sees this whole army coming in. He wants to attack. He's holding. Knowing the heavy lancer army does not do well against Turin's main force here. But we can look at the mini-map here. Mongol player just does not have any troops. He's got plenty of food. Lots of 170 military. Probably 168. Just losing everything. Between the Mangos, the Bombards. Oh, it looks like he snuck in a bunch of archers. They probably moved in from that southern region. Got themselves up on top of the tower. They might take out this one mangonel. In the meantime, the other two mangonels are just AoE peppering. Look at that. Troops down. As they hold. He didn't even lose that one mangonel. Look at that, 6 health left. Crazy. And they push hard to be able to take it back. We can see Mongol player slowly feeding his army to the southern section. 2 bombards up. In the meantime, Torin did build a wall to try to hold that area. Oof, losing one of the warships as they were trying to break down. Looks like this one won't be able to get it because the range. Yeah, hotkey, there we go. Hotkey the range on this thing. Berkshire Palace. Man, look at the range. Is it really hitting that? It is. Just barely sees it. I don't know. Just hitting the area? It doesn't look like he's doing any damage. Oh, here it is. Just kidding. Alright, army's now being fed to the lower region. Torin knows that something's probably going to happen since he's now secured this area. Putting a bunch of towers to outposts down. And he's moving his main force back. Let's see. Mongol player definitely pushing hard. General. Oof. heavy on the White Tower with one bombard. So definitely important to get this main army back. See if he dives him straight to the main base, or he tries to hold on the left side, assuming that the left side is going to be attacked. If you look at the mini-map here, looks like they're going to switch tacks and try to move in against the Berkshire Palace. He's got to try to hit this Wonder. He's going to do it. Getting an army ready, getting some more battering rams, trying to clear a little bit of this wall, maybe be able to move the forces in faster. Berkshire Palace is in range to see those rams. Definitely hammering down slowly. Building more Springles. Turin's army has now finally moved all the way in. General Dohana here, finally moving his army in. It's not comparable. So many archers. 6 cannoneers still. Alright, here's the fight. Archers trying to take out a few Springles, but it's not really doing enough damage here. As the Lancers once again go down by the sheer firepower of the Mangonels, the Bombards. He's got Mangonels in the back. Just not going to be able to take them. Turin once again able to push him back. A few more Lancers thinking about coming in, realizing that's not a great decision. Let's pull him back. I don't know if that's probably a new warship coming in. Getting a little bit of heal, but look at the damage coming in just off the arrows from Berkshire Palace immediately. That warship goes down. Fight happening back here. We take a look. Lots of villagers in the back. None of these towers have any emplacements in. I imagine something will happen once Turin decides to deal with this. They'll throw all those villagers in the tower. Looking at the general. What's interesting here is he's got a massive trade network going on. I don't really understand. It says only 3 gold, but that just can't be right. Any of these guys coming back. He's got one back here, so is he just now? We know he was trading for a little while. Only 3 gold seems a little low. There it is. That seems better. 52 gold, 9 stone, 4 wood, 4. I'd almost be going for this trade route since it's not going to be fought after. Alright, he's got more Lancers coming in, but it looks like he finally moved a bunch of the villagers, into the towers. The towers are now getting what looks to be cannon emplacements. So they'll have the DPS to push back here. The general doesn't really have any troops yet. Does have 1 bombard, just hitting that tower for fun. Turin sitting with this massive Springles up front, really able to do most of the damage along with the Berkshire Palace to keep anything at bay. Looks like he's just going to keep his villagers inside the towers to hold this. I mean, that's one way he would think he could lose, because we don't have a timer on the Wonder, is that if the Mongol player was able to take this sacred site, he could win with a faster timer. It's only 10 minutes, I think, versus 20 on the Wonder victory, but we don't know how long the Wonder victory is going. I forgot to start a timer, but we'll get a ping here. But I'm assuming it's probably almost too late, if not already. It's the Mongol player doesn't seem interested in hitting the sacred site, fighting for it. Because really it forced Turin's army to have to come back out to grab that again. Turin's forward operating base as he's slowly running these villagers. Oh man, are they running all the way back? Oh, they've been just probably doing this on their own. And he's not paying attention, but it's not really too much of a big deal. He's got 2,000 wood. He's pop capped. He has to keep those resources coming in. He's moving those Springles up. It's a good thing he saw that, as we see the Mongol players got some more bombards. 4 bombards, 5 bombards, 6 bombards! 6 bombards. That is a decent army if he can get them in and maybe try to snipe some of those Springles. He's got 36 heavy elite Lancers. We'll have to see if he's able to hold that at all. Alright, anything else going on yet? Not really. General here, he's just going to town. Still collecting. What did he say 3? I wonder if that's glitched or if that's really the case or... Oh! Look at that. He's got a bunch of his traders going to the dock and not to the main trade centers. Oh, let's not miss this fight. It's an all-in once again. Bombard's going in. He had 6. He's already down to 5. Springald's moving up. Hammering down those Springalds. Excuse me, the Bombards. Down to 3 Bombards. Almost all the Elite Lancers down. Still a decent army left. I mean, look, he's got, 120 military units versus 57 in the Mongol player. And he's able to push him back. We'll have to see if he not overextend, but just pushes back. He definitely could do it if he wanted to. The Mongol player just has nothing left. But he knows he doesn't need to. Look at all these towers. Tower after tower. All having emplacements. This one doesn't yet. Stone's going to be an issue for Turin as he can't really mine any more stone. Clearly all the stone is gone on the map. He's sitting at 46 and that's it. So he's not going to be able to put up much more defense. Mongol player able to immediately put out 23 and 11, but man, this is crazy. I don't know how many there are, but there are quite a few that just run into this dock to trade. The Mongol player probably didn't notice this. Oh, don't tell me all 4 of these. Oh, look at that. Oof. Painful. Yep, not only could he be trading all the way out here, just banking in more resources, but really, to be honest, the Mongol player's waiting till he has a full army set. And he's pushing everything he's got to try to hit this. Turin just able to micro, get those Springolds out there and stop him. It's, besides putting some towers down and maybe doing a massive Springold attack, look at that. Turin's like, I can push forward. I probably got this. I know he doesn't have much of an army. I'm gonna hit, immediately take out his Springolds. He's got 10 of them. Not to say that I could push into Turin. There's no way I could do this. But it sure is amazing to watch. Clearly have worn down the Mongol player as he's probably gonna try for one more big push. Look at all of these shamans. What's he doing with all that? Oh, he's just trying to heal the units. Interesting. Khan is back. Lots of units. 2 more Bombards coming in. I mean, that's really the crazy thing is with this trade network, even though half his trade is not doing a whole lot, the Mongol player can continue to just keep pushing out unit after unit and not really care. Wondered how many. He's got 6 siege workshops. Not producing at the moment. 2 Bombards in the back. Turin's okay with pushing forward. At some point, once he sees Bombards come up. Oh, heavy hits on that white tower. Look at that. Turin is crazily trying to keep that white tower alive, but that white tower is just the target. Like, let's hit that. Alright, here we go. Mongol player now trying to get those Springolds. A couple Springolds in the back, but they were able to take out those Bombards. 2 Bombards here, just happily doing tons of damage. Springolds able to hit those Springolds. And we see it. As the unit army is once again wiped out. Turin holds. I mean, man, just a good reminder that the English, and there it is, the Mongol player bowing out, probably at the last second before the wonder victory. But what a crazy fight. Clearly in the beginning we could easily see the Mongol player putting heavy pressure on Turin, able to really hold him back, keep him out of the water, able to have that advantage in food. But Turin held strong, keeping his army in his base, not overextending, was able to, at key moments, push out, take that sacred site, stopping the Mongol player, though it looked like the Mongol player really wanted to be able to push hard against Turin's base and try to push him out, and actually hold him out, but wasn't able to do so. Well, thank you for watching. Maybe you thought that was as amazing as I did. It's just a constant struggle all the way down to the end. as we see a major battle taking place. This is Tagarung TG. Like, subscribe, tell me what fights you'd like to see. Turin, he's a great streamer and a great player. Feel free to jump onto his stream and watch his matches. He's inspired me to not only keep playing this game, but to do what I'm doing, and hopefully we'll get to interact in the future. But we truly appreciate the wonderful, awesome matches that take place. Alright, we'll catch you later.